because together we evolve. Together we may learn something.
People and groups, and that's awesome. I'm excited.
The first thing that I notice, and I think anyone notices in an interview, is your appearance. Appearance can be a lot of things. First, lighting. Can we see your face? I've been in interviews where I can't see the person's face. Some quick tips with lighting. If you have a lamp or something that you can put behind your screen or behind your camera so that it shines light on your face, interviewers, employers want to see your face, want to see your ability to make good eye contact. That's important. Are you looking at the camera, or are you looking at different places? Like, this is not good eye contact. Knowing where the camera is and looking at the camera, good eye contact. Body language. Are you sitting up straight? Are you hunched over? Are you kind of twisted? What kind of body language? I generally say like a 90-degree angle when you're sitting up at your chair. And we're all newscasters. If you're doing this virtually, you want to take, like I usually take a fist and make sure that there's just a little bit of space between my head and the top of the screen, and I know where I am so that you can see my hands. If I'm using my hands, you can see them. There's a little bit of space. You want to think I'm a newscaster and I want to present as someone who's on video and effective as possible. So those are some of the things that I think appearance-wise are critical. I also often talk about energy. Like, do we get a feel that you're excited? Do we get a feel that you're confident? Because that's going to get into some of the communication element, but body language itself, if there's a smile on your face, if you're engaged, if you're making good eye contact, that in and of itself can be a differentiator. I've gotten off interviews and debriefed with some of our clients, and they've said, man, just didn't have a lot of energy, like could barely like get a feel. Like they want, we use the song Good Vibrations. Clients want to feel good vibrations from us. They want to know we're excited, we're enthusiastic, we've got good body language, we smile from time to time. I'm going to go, Tony, anything you want to add in that particular instance around just body language, energy, things you've seen, maybe like a tip or two around that?
Yeah, so one of the things I learned even at a very young age was you sell the sizzle, not the steak. So I don't know how it is in Philippines, but in America, there's restaurants like Ruth Chris and other ones where when they bring your steak or your meal, or maybe like fajitas, if you're in a Mexican restaurant, it sizzles and everybody around, they see the smoke, they see all the sizzling going on and all the heads are looking, and they don't just sell a steak. It's just, it's meat, it's this. So it's kind of the same thing he's saying. You want to be able to kind of sell yourself, and because that builds confidence. If you're confident, then they're going to be confident in you. I've seen a lot, like he says, where they have the skills. I've seen people do interviews, have the actual skills. I'm like, wow, they're very qualified, but so dry and didn't know how to express that confidence in what they actually did. And it really hurt them in the interview. So definitely something to work on. And I think by doing that, one of the practical things that you can do is to focus on your strengths, right? So don't focus so much on your weaknesses, but what are you good? You've already studied the company. You've already looked at what they're looking for. If you have strengths, whether that's CRM or understanding certain programs, whatever you're excited about, man, let that flow out, the things that you've done, because naturally, if you're excited about something, it's natural. You're not trying to hide it. You're not trying to fake it, and it's going to come off that way. So if you're confident and excited about something, they're going to get excited about that and what you have to offer.
No, I think that's critical. Like, let your excitement come through. Let them feel the sizzle, as Tony just said. And here's what I know is challenging. If you don't feel confident in your communication, it's hard to build that confidence. I actually, believe it or not, struggled with my communication a long time ago. One thing that was really valuable was actually recording myself and then playing it back and seeing what I liked, seeing what I didn't like, and then doing it again and doing it again and doing it again. So if you want practice, we all, I think, have technology enough now that you could record yourself either auditorially or video on your phone or otherwise. Do practice. And if you don't have those capacities, do it with someone on Zoom like this, or do it with a friend. But the more you practice good communication, you can make significant improvement in a short period of time. I remember I did a brief kind of coaching session before one of our candidates was going to talk to one of our clients. And I just made a couple of quick adjustments. And in the interview, he performs so much better. But that's all it takes. Sometimes knowing, awareness, and then practice, and then you can deliver at much higher levels. That's my encouragement. What I think I termed it appearance and how you show up. Make good eye contact, look at the camera, good body energy, good body posture, positivity, excitement, the sizzle that Tony spoke about.